I don't know what has been going on with the Packers in the past 3 weeks since that loss to Chicago in the playoffs. I don't know how they're running the team, what they're doing, what the front office is attempting to do. I don't understand what the Packers are trying to do. Fantasy. First, let's start it off with our head coach. Probably top 5 worst play caller in the game. Can't win in the playoffs. Runs it up the middle for 1 yard. Makes Jordan Love throw it on 3rd down and 9 and expects him to throw a deep ball to Christian Watson, who comes down with it somehow. His play calling's terrible. That's where we gotta start out. That's just what we gotta say there. And then for some reason, our front office decides to go out and extend his contract. You're extending the worst play caller's contract, who cannot win in the playoffs also. I'm pretty sure LaFleur has like a 2-10 record in the playoffs or something. What are you attempting to do here? What's the thought process on extending the one of the league's worst play callers? Now, I know what you're saying. Oh, he's such a good coach. Why are you flaming him? Oh, he always gets you to the playoffs. Yeah, because the team around him's not too bad. The team around him is pretty good. That's the reason why we make the playoffs. His play calling is not good. And the team falls apart in the playoffs too. But also, he can't win in the playoffs because his play calling gets even worse in the playoffs. You should think common sense would be, hey, let's work on a game plan this week. We got to play our division rivals in the Chicago Bears. Instead, we just run it up the middle 80 times and blow a 21-3 lead. And then the front office goes out and extends him. Extends the guy who cannot win in the playoffs and is a terrible play caller. I don't know what the thought process is. Okay, and then you have our quarterback, Jordan Love, who's making 50-something million a year. And his stats were not that good. He threw for 3,000 yards, 23 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. And he's making $56 million a year. That's just not worth it. But you got a guy on the bench who is maybe even just as good as him, and I might go as far to say better than him, who is making a fraction of what he is. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Jordan Love. He's not a bad quarterback. But to make $56 million a year for putting up 23 touchdowns and 6 interceptions, that's just not $56 million worthy. Yeah, sure. I'd say Jordan Love, he deserves to be the starter in Green Bay. He is Green Bay's franchise quarterback. But for how much we're paying him is just not worth it, because it's just so much dead cap when your quarterback isn't a $56 million worthy quarterback. Yeah, sure. Keep him on Green Bay. Cut his price down. I'd say he should be making $45 million a year max. I'd say that's a fair price for Jordan Love. But what does the front office do? I know this happened last year. I know this. We didn't extend him this week or anything, but I don't know why he is getting paid $56 million a year. $56 million a year for putting up barely 3,000 yards. He did get hurt at the end of the season, sat out like 3 games. So that probably could have brought him more yards. But 3,000 yards, 23 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions for a $56 million quarterback. I think year one Jordan Love was the best Jordan Love we've seen. Yes, has he gotten safer with the ball? Yes. Has he still thrown risky stuff? Yes. Has he had less turnovers? Yes. But 23 touchdowns? And part of this goes into Matt LaFleur, too, with his play calling. Matt LaFleur's play calling is not that good. Like I just said, like 3 minutes ago. So, maybe if we get a new head coach, Jordan Love will be worthy of the $56 million. Sure, I say keep him in Green Bay, but I don't say give him $56 million. Okay, now we have one of the best defensive minds in the game. The front office doesn't even try to extend him. Yes, I know head coach money is more. But we can at least try to extend him. There's nothing wrong with trying. He's one of the best defensive minds in the league. And you don't even try to bring him back. You just let him walk. You can give him $2 million guaranteed. But instead, you don't even try and bring him back. He's the best defensive mind in the game. Made our defense probably top 5. Maybe do I go as far to say top 2. And yet, we just don't even try and bring him back. Don't even try. We just let him walk. Don't even get in contact with him. Don't even think about it. There was never even any rumors about the Packers trying to extend Jeff Hafley. Trying to give him a new contract. But instead, nope, you go out and spend that money on the worst play caller in the game and extend him for, I don't know how much it is, but I'm sure it's a pretty hefty contract for the worst play caller in the game when you have the best defensive mind in the game and you don't even try and bring him back? Why don't you save that money that you spent on Jordan Love and maybe try and bring the defensive mind back, who is a really good DC? I mean, yes. Can we hire another good defensive coordinator? Yes, definitely. Most definitely we can. But are we going to get one as good as Jeff Hafley? No. I don't think so. I think he was the best defensive mind in the game. But I think that Jeff Hafley should have been extended. I don't think that he was worthy. I don't think that he should have been let go without even trying to bring him back. I just don't think so. I do not think so. Okay, and then lastly, Trayvon Diggs, who we just released. Brought him in 2 weeks ago. Paid him, I think, $44 million to play 2 games for us. I don't know how much we paid him. I don't really keep in tact with the contracts, honestly. But we don't even give this man a chance. I think this man could have been a hidden gem for the Packers. But nope. What do we do? Go out and cut him. Release him. Straight out drop him. Don't even trade him in the offseason or anything. I think this man could have been a very special talent for the Green Bay Packers. We didn't even give him a chance. A chance. What do we have him play? Like 5 snaps in week 18 and probably 10 snaps against the Bears? How is he supposed to prove himself when you give him 15 snaps in 2 weeks? I don't know what the expectation was for him. He has to learn the playbook. I don't know how you expect someone to go out there on the field and immediately be a superstar. It's just not logical. And I think, yeah, if he's not good next week or next year by week 5, if he's not looking good in training camp, yeah, try and trade him, try and release him, whatever. But, if you bring him in for 2 weeks, don't even give him a chance. I just don't understand what the thought process is in the front office, the GM. I don't understand what they're trying to do. Unless we make a good off-season splash, bring in a good defensive coordinator again, I don't know if this is the team that needs, if this is the front office that the Packers need, if this is the team that the Packers need. I just don't know. And what they're doing just does not make sense. What they're doing is completely stupid. And it just doesn't make any sense to me. Now, some of you may think differently, but as a Packers fan who has watched them my entire life, haven't seen them win a Super Bowl, and if they keep this up, I don't think they're going to win a Super Bowl in my lifetime. If they keep this up.